Hey everybody, I'm Brian Boyle here, and welcome to episode 54 of The Mesh Tongue. So today is a new day. Today's Thursday, and I'm loving this week, having a great week so far. Hopefully you are as well. Hopefully you're getting your training in, and that training is going well for you. Today, we've got a serious topic, and I'm really serious about this, but it's Achilles tendinitis. Anybody ever been laid up with Achilles tendinitis will tell you that it hurts like heck. I've only had it once, thank you. I don't want it ever again, and so I'm going to try and keep you from having it, or if you do have it, try and help you prevent it from occurring again and help you get rid of it. I do appreciate the questions, the comments, the concerns. I always say concerns because some people do get a little concerned. They have some stress or some questions about things. So, by all means, send anything my way. Brian, B-R-I-A-N, at company5k.com. I'll be happy to get back to you. Again, that's Brian at company5k.com. And it may take a few hours, may take a day or so, but I'm usually pretty good about getting back to you right away. So send it my way. The Achilles tendon. So why is the Achilles tendon so tough? Well, the Achilles tendon is one of those things that can be caused, or the tendinitis can be caused from a number of different things. Poor fitting shoes can certainly cause it. If you have an irritation from the back of the shoe where the heel counter is, there's a hard plastic piece. There's usually, depending on the shoe, there could be a little bit of a lift or an elevation. It can be a number of things. It can be coming from if the shoe's not fitting properly, it's too loose and you're kind of going back and forth. That sort of irritation. It can be too many miles too quickly. It could be not stretching consistently. You name it, it can happen. Once you get it, it's a bugger to get rid of. Usually after about 7 to 10 days, if you've not been able to get rid of it, you've changed things, you've changed maybe running shoes, maybe you've put in a heel cup. Sometimes that may just be enough just to ease or lift the heel up a little bit. There's silicone heel cups you can put in the back of the shoe. If you've tried those things and it's still irritated, you've still been running on it, by the way, you can run with something on the ankle to about a 4 out of 10. So we gauge that 0 is no pain, 10 is the worst pain that you could possibly imagine. Get me to the emergency room right now. If somebody comes walking into my clinic, they're not crying, they're not like in agonizing pain, they tell me they have a 10, we have to reevaluate that scale. So 4 out of 10 or below, you should be okay to continue running on. All right. Anything above that, you are running a risk if you continue to run on it. So I don't necessarily advise you to, but I can't tell you to stop either. You can do what you're going to do. My goal is to help you get through this time. So, with that being said, with the ankle, after 7 to 10 days, typically what ends up happening is it's no longer an itis, it's more of a tendinopathy, especially as you get longer into this 2, 3, 4 weeks out. When we think about an itis, there's an inflammatory process. These sorts of things work with anti-inflammatories. Okay, so you can ice, you can do all these things. After that, it becomes more of an opathy, so a tendinopathy. So tendinitis turns into a tendinopathy when it's left chronic and/or is unchanged. When that happens, the cells actually on the physiological level change. So they become this brownish color. They're no longer beefy red and inflamed. They're this brownish color. Think about red meat. If you take a kind of a pan of red meat and you let it sit out too long, the blood kind of drips out, and now you've got this like brown mush rather than this nice beefy red meat. That's sort of what the tendon looks like. It's not exactly like that, but think about that as a pretty good analogy. So when the tendinopathy occurs, what we have to do is we have to change the physiological cellular level. Okay, big words. Basically what we're doing is we're taking that brown piece of the tendon and we're trying to make it red again. We're trying to get the blood flow back in. How do we do that? Well, for one, we can do some eccentric exercises. So I'm going to show you some exercises. I'm going to show you 3. Again, I like the number 3. It's really simple. It's one of those things that compliance rates actually get better with the lower the exercise. So if we can get you the most bang for your buck, I think you're going to do better with this and you're going to stay compliant with it. The first one I'm going to show you is a eccentric load calf lowering. I'll show you that. I'm going to show you a towel crunch. I've shown you that in some other videos. And then I'm going to show you a single leg stand, kind of on a balance pad. You can try that and see. Again, these are 3 out of many that we can try. So if you've got some questions and you're like, hey, tried those, didn't work, shoot me an email. I'll okay? Be happy to try some other exercises with you. Again, the goal with this is to keep you running. These are supplemental. These aren't designed to be your workout per se. They're designed to get rid of the inflammation or get rid of the, the lack of inflammation and get that blood flowing back into the tendon, depending on how long this has been. If you catch it in the first couple of days, these exercises will work just fine. Usually icing it, ice massage can be of benefit. If you've got a TENS unit at the house, you can use the TENS unit. I'm going to show you a calf stretch. If you've got some, if it's not that painful, or towards the end of this, you can stretch the calves out, no problems, using a calf board. But without further ado, here we go. So people have told me that they love this. They love the cam when it's moving, so don't go anywhere. So here we go. So we'll get this set up. All right, so you're looking down here at my feet. What you're gonna see me do, okay, is you're gonna see me if I'm on my right leg, if I'm having Achilles tendinitis, I'm gonna lower myself down all the way. I'm gonna come back up, both feet. It's important that you use both feet. Okay, we're gonna lower down just the right foot. Okay, coming back up both feet, lowering down on just the right foot. I'm gonna do about 20 of those. Now, for time's sake, I'm not going to do 20 of those. But what we're going to do is do about 20 of those, and you can do those 3 times a day. They will probably have a little bit of pain associated with them, okay? To begin with, that's okay. Again, no more than that 4 or 5 out of 10. Next one we're going to do is that towel crunch, and you've probably seen me do this before. So I'm going to pop the shoe and sock off. I'm going to take something like a linoleum floor, tile floor, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just crunch that towel back towards me, okay? So again, what we're trying to do is we're getting a little dorsiflexion at the foot here, so we're stretching the back here, okay? But we're not necessarily collapsing down on the calf. So I'm not doing calf raises, okay? We're elongating that tendon again. All right, so here we go. Got a little sock fuzz going on there, that's all right. Okay, set a timer for about a minute. Okay, going through the timer with the minute. All right, pulling back. You can do up to 3 sets of that 1 minute. Throw the shoe and sock on here quick. And we're going, we're moving. All right. Last but not least, I have a balance disc, okay? You don't necessarily have to have the balance disc. I do like the balance disc, okay, just because it's an uneven surface. So basically, you can come up onto the balance disc. You're gonna see that I'm gonna get a little bit of a wobble here, so it's gonna work on some ankle stability. I can do a clock exercise, okay, when I'm coming forward. So think about 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, okay? And again, I'm on an unstable surface. So the ankle's not necessarily working through the Achilles per se, other than as I'm going down, I'm kind of lengthening it. All right, so again, just a real nice exercise. If you don't have the balance disc, okay, you can do the same thing, all right, just on a flat foot, coming down. Notice I'm going down about a quarter way, coming through there, okay. And last but not least, so calf stretch board. So this bad boy, these things can be a little pricey. Okay, this one's a custom built one, okay, but you can get these at the angle, all right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just angle this bad boy. You'll notice that I'm stretching the calf. Now, this can be a little bit too much in the beginning, so if you're stretching and you're feeling some more pain, just bag this one. Okay, this one's not as important as the other exercises. But as you start getting to later stages and as you continue to feel better, I encourage you to get a calf stretch board. You need to basically have this. You're going to use this 2 times a day, stretching for 2 minutes at a time, okay? You can bring the foot off. You can stretch through. We've got 2 muscles. We've got the gastroc and we've got the soleus muscle. Gastroc works when the knee is straight. Soleus works when the knee is bent. Okay, it's important, all right? They both come down into the Achilles. So if you've got tightness in one or the other or both, okay, you want to make sure that you're stretching both of those out. I can switch to the other leg. Okay, kind of stretch through the calf there. Again, I can come up, stretch both legs there. So there you have it. That is the Achilles tendinitis protocol. And you're like looking up my nose, so I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. There we go. All right, so questions, comments, leave them below. Any other exercises that you found that work really good. Like I said, you can use an ice massage for this. I don't like the Stinger by Recoup Fitness. I like the ice massage. So you take a paper cup, fill it with water, put it in the freezer. When it's frozen, you peel the edge off, okay? Take that right into the Achilles, okay? And just ice massage. What happens is the ice melts right around the Achilles, which works really, really well. I can show you some, you can use that KT tape that I showed you the other day for the plantar fascia, the Achilles tendinitis. I showed that for a real simple and easy kinesio tape. You got me. I keep saying KT tape, and I'm not endorsing anything because they're not paying me. So KT tape, if you're listening, be aware. But that's it. Any questions, leave them below. Send them to me, Brian at company5k, the number 5k.com. That's Brian with an I. And as I say, please share this with your friends, family, training partners, but whatever you do, don't go hurting yourself to come back. Today's Thursday. This is episode 54 of The Mesh Tongue. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good day.